Hey guys, Spencer from Buildapreneur here, and it's been about a year and a half since I did a review and looked at ClickFunnels, the software. They've done a ton of changes since then. So we're going to do an in-depth review of ClickFunnels. We're going to show you the good, the bad, maybe even the ugly of ClickFunnels and help you make the decision of whether or not ClickFunnels is right for your business. Now, real quick, I want to talk about what ClickFunnels is and what ClickFunnels is not. Okay, ClickFunnels is not a website builder. ClickFunnels is not a blog builder. ClickFunnels is not a landing page builder, though it can do that. ClickFunnels is a sales funnel builder. So if you're not using it for sales funnels, you're probably using it wrong. And if you don't know what sales funnels are, there'll be a video that talks a little bit more about sales funnels coming right up. But you need to understand that ClickFunnels is not just a website builder. It builds sales funnels. So let's take a look inside of the sales funnel builder and see how it all works. All right, so this is what you're going to see when you first log into your ClickFunnels account. It's just a base dashboard that can kind of give you an idea of what's going on across your funnels, okay? So you can see how many people have come through in the past 30 days, how much money you've made in the last 30 days or 7 days, purchases, opt-ins, page views, things like that. So I like being able to quickly hop in, just see my data really fast, and then head out. And they also have an app that gives you access to this. But you can see you can get access to all your funnels right there, contacts, anything like that. We're just going to click Build Funnel. Okay. And the way it works, you can build a funnel totally from scratch if you want. So this is an option here. These are kind of some like quick templates if you want, or you can go totally from scratch. But if you just click X here, it's actually going to take you to basically their templates. They call it the funnel cookbook, but these are just proven templates that work. And so I always recommend, especially if you're somewhat new to ClickFunnels and you don't have a design or anything like that, use a template that works and then just fill in your headline and your text and your coloring and stuff like that. So you can choose your funnel based on type of funnel or the industry that you're in. These are kind of the big industries that ClickFunnels works for. We'll just choose a basic squeeze page funnel, which is where someone comes in, they opt in, and then they go to a thank you page. So you just click select funnel, and then it's nice because it gives you a bunch of different template options. As you can see here, it says, hey, here's a bunch of free template options, that we've put together that you can use. And then it has some really, really nice premium template options that you can use. To me, if you're taking it seriously and you like one of these premium templates more, like, $47 or $97 is nothing if you're really planning on using the funnel to like generate a lot of money and leads, right? But if you're just starting out, you definitely use one of these free ones right here. So we'll just select one. You click it, and it'll kind of give you a little example of what the funnel looks like and stuff like that. And then all you've got to do is click Get Funnel. And what it's going to do, and I've done this on too many example videos, so I'm not going to click it this time, but you click Get Funnel, and it's going to import that funnel into your account, ready to go. Now you just have to edit the funnel that's already in there, okay? We're just going to hop in and actually look at one of the funnels that I imported yesterday right now. Okay, and once you have a funnel set up, which as you can see, that was really easy, this is what it's going to look like in the main UI of a funnel. Honestly, this is one of my favorite parts. I think it's really well put together, really easy to get access to everything you need to for the funnel. So funnel-wide settings will be available here, and you can do things like pick a domain for where the funnel sits, name. You can tag funnels and group them together if you're, if you're doing funnels for different products or things like that. And then choose your path. Just everything you could need to do that's general funnel stuff, set up payments and things like that. And then if you go back to the steps, you can see over here are the steps of the funnel, and you can hop into individual steps and you can adjust the settings for individual steps, and then you can dive in and actually edit the page for individual steps. So I want to take a look at the editor. The editor is one of ClickFunnels' definite strong points. There's a dime a dozen when it comes to page editors, and the hard thing with creating these page editors is that some people way overdo it. They give you every option they could possibly think of, thinking they're helping you. But in the end, as a new user, you just get frustrated because you can't figure out how to do stuff. There's just too many options. And then obviously there's the other side of the spectrum where you don't have enough options and there's stuff you want to do and it's frustrating. I've been able to build everything I've ever envisioned building, which I suck at envisioning, but everything I've ever envisioned building has been able to be built with this ClickFunnels editor. They build it in sections, so you can see there's a section right there. That's everything hovered in green. This isn't kind of an ugly funnel template I chose, but I personally think that. Anyway, but you have sections, and then inside of those sections you have rows, okay? And a row is basically a bunch of columns that it breaks down into. So you can see this is a row that is broken into two columns, a smaller left column and a bigger right column. And the reason that's good, and the reason this beats a lot of other editors, is because when it comes to mobile or just different sizes of devices, when they build it in columns like this, it works a lot better as people log on to tablets and iPhones and different browser sizes and screen sizes. It's able to take these columns and really make them look good in every single situation. If you have just a drag and drop builder, which a lot of these ones do, where you're just dragging things in there, a lot of times it's really hard to make it look good on every screen size. So ClickFunnels doesn't have that issue. It's built in columns. You can easily adjust column sizes, say you do everything like that, but it is built in columns. And then within each column, they have you add elements. And this is cool because it's really easy to do. And in fact, some of the newer page builders are following ClickFunnels on this. But you can see, I just add elements. Like, hey, I want to add a video here. And I click it, and boom. I don't even know where I put that now. Oh, right there. So there, it added a video element, okay? And you see how nice it just made it look nice, pretty naturally, like very user-friendly there. And then when you add an element, you can click in and do any kind of adjustment that you want. For example, in the video, you might want to add some spacing or something on the top. You might want to select the video, which I think you would want to do. Different things like pausing and things like that. You can say, hey, this video is only relevant on desktop. Hide it on mobile, things like that, okay? So you can see how it builds very easily. So I can quickly erase that, and I've got kind of this video and this kind of funny looking funnel here. But I want to look at the elements just so you can kind of see what element options you have here. Headline, subheadline, paragraph. So that would be like a headline. That would be a subheadline. That would be a paragraph. You can do bullets, images. You can have images pop up, videos, video pop up, audio players, buttons. And we can look at the button real quick, and you can see that it's got a large number of options for the button in terms of color and font. And if you want to add in the advanced section, you can go in and add things like icons and things like that. Little animations if you want your buttons to do fun things. There's a lot of options there, and to make it look exactly how you would want and how your brand wants it to look. I want to talk for a minute about one of my biggest pet peeves. People, I'm going to get comments no matter what in this video, but I get tons of comments in my ClickFunnels videos where people say like, oh, ClickFunnels makes the spammiest looking funnels and sites I've ever seen. Like the landing pages are just so spammy looking. So I just popped up on the screen here. It's called Funnel Gorgeous. I just want you to know that the reason that some ClickFunnels funnels look spammy is because the people are making spammy funnels. So it has nothing to do with the builder. It has something to do with the designer of the funnel. You can see here, this is something called Funnel Gorgeous, a beautiful example of they make really good looking funnels, and then this whole site is built inside of ClickFunnels. So you can make something that looks as good or as bad as you want to. So this was built with the ClickFunnels editor. Okay, and as were all of these different funnels that you're seeing here. So never say that ClickFunnels makes spammy funnels. ClickFunnels users might make spammy funnels, a lot of them, but plenty of people make beautiful funnels inside of ClickFunnels as well. It's a designer thing, not a software thing. I touched on this a minute, but I want to talk about it again. Half your traffic's going to be mobile, at least, more than likely. So you've got to have your site look, or your funnel look great on mobile and look great on desktop, which is hard to do sometimes, right? And I think ClickFunnels has it down where it's just really easy to see instantly how it's going to look on mobile, and you can make adjustments on mobile. So I could go here and I could make quick edits and say, hey, I want that to not be shown on mobile, just show on desktop, or don't show that at all. I don't know why you'd want to not show it at all, but you could do that and then create very specific funnels in mobile or in desktop, so it will look very different in the two if that's what you want to do. Typically, I found that you just need to make some few minor adjustments on most things and you'll be fine. So for example, on this text, you can actually choose the mobile font size and just say, hey, on mobile, I want it to look just a hair smaller, like that, and a few things like that. So you're able to really quickly make funnels that look good everywhere, and it doesn't take hours or any kind of coding or anything like that to be able to do that, which is something I really like about ClickFunnels. I think the ability to preview is something that other ones don't do as well. The ability to quickly see what's this going to look like when I look at it on a phone. I would love if they would add a tablet option as well, since tablets are a good source of traffic at this point as well. Well, let's hop out of here. We kind of get a good idea of the editor now, and we can jump out and not save whatever I did to it. Now, another thing that ClickFunnels gives you is stats. Okay. Now, this is, I consider it one of their weaknesses. So they do give you the numbers, which is really, really helpful. But I would say in terms of accuracy, they're not as accurate as other tools out there measuring your stats. And so This is easily solved. A lot of people will use their own tracking software to kind of see using pixels and stuff like ClickMagick to see how people are going through their funnel. But ClickFunnels stats I've noticed have been a little off. So they'll definitely give you a good idea. Like if one funnel is telling you it's got a 20% opt-in rate and another funnel is telling you it's got a 60% opt-in rate, it's probably it's probably pretty accurate that you've got a good one and a bad one. But I've noticed like individual clicks and stuff just have never shown up, and so not 100% accurate in terms of tracking, but pretty good. If you're sending a lot of traffic, you're going to get a good overall idea of what's working and what's not. That'll kind of bring me to one more thing to talk about. The ability to split test. Okay, so you can easily split test every single page. So this is our opt-in page, this is our thank you page. You can easily split test a page, and ClickFunnels will tell you which page is getting a better opt-in rate. So it'll serve up back and forth, and tell you which one of these two split test pages is actually getting a better opt-in rate or a better sales rate if you do it on a sales page. And I found that to be very, very, very useful. I'm always blown away by when I have a product that I think is, or a page that I think is going to do really good, and I find out the page that was terribly ugly and not designed by me does way better than the one that I designed and thought would do great. So welcome to life, I guess. I'm going to take a quick look at membership area. So one of the strong points of ClickFunnels is if you're selling any kind of digital product or digital course, ClickFunnels can actually run that as well on the back end. So you can host your courses inside of ClickFunnels and really easily, without any integrations or anything, give your students access to courses when they buy it. And if you ever bought a ClickFunnels product, you'll find that they do all their own hosting inside of ClickFunnels. Which brings up another good point. ClickFunnels uses their own product for everything they do, which is always a good sign in a company, that they at least believe in what they're doing. But this is what you'll see on the back end if you're creating a membership area. So the good and the bad. The good is it's really easy to use. It looks pretty good just right off the bat. Like you get a generally good looking membership area. The bad is that one, you have to host everything outside of ClickFunnels. So you can host it in YouTube, which isn't great. You can host it in Vimeo. Once again, now you're paying for Vimeo. And Vimeo sometimes will just turn into a racketeer and ask you for a lot more money, coming from me. And just not great that you can't host the videos inside of ClickFunnels. What you're basically doing is you're uploading a video like this, and then you're adding a link to like a YouTube video that's unlisted or something like that. So it's not as secure as if you use a site like Thinkific, which is the site that I use for my course, or Teachable or Kajabi, where they've really secured it, and you host your own, you host your content on the actual site like Thinkific or Kajabi. But it does work really well for especially like getting started and things like that, and you don't have a lot of money to have all these different things, and you don't have like a team member to help you integrate and do all that stuff, where you can just have your courses hosted right in the same software. Once again, it makes it really easy to give someone access when they purchase and things like that. So we're going to give that as a win that we have that option to be able to host the digital products inside of ClickFunnels. We'll take a look here at an example of what it looks like for the user. Popped up here to kind of look. This is us logging into the actual course. And this is what almost all of them look like inside of ClickFunnels, unless you're doing custom coding. Okay, so you'll get a little dashboard like this, and you'll get an outline right here, and you can drop it like that and build different modules, and then build videos inside of different modules. And then you can add Facebook plugins and things like that. So it works, and it works pretty good, and it's it works on mobile and things like that. It's just not it's not made for that is really what we got to think about here. Like ClickFunnels is made to sell and to have sales funnels, and they've added this as a feature, but it's not their forte, right? It's not like what they consider themselves. They don't consider themselves a course hosting platform. They consider themselves a sales funnel platform. So I think it's a win that they're giving us this option. I used it for about the first 2 years of my business, and then as my business grew, and I had the budget and the things like that, then I ended up moving into a platform that was specifically for hosting courses. Okay, now I want to talk briefly about just kind of like a few little mini features. These will be 30 seconds each as we talk about them. One of the big ones that I really love is the ability to share funnels within other people's accounts. So every funnel comes with a URL you can highlight, and then somebody else can take that has a ClickFunnels account, copy and paste the link, and boom, it'll pull your funnel into their account, and then they can begin editing it and things like that. That's a huge win. You can do that within your own account as well. You can save entire funnels as templates, okay? And you can save pieces of funnels as templates. So I'll kind of show you this here real quick. We'll just hop into a random funnel here that we're working on, and I'll show what I'm talking about with templates. So I can take this funnel, and I could say, hey, I'm going to be using this exact general page here in multiple funnels. And so I can click save, and I can create a template right there that's, call it my lead funnel template or something like that. And now I can go into multiple funnels and just pull open the saved templates and put it in there. So it really helps if you're a brand that's putting out a lot of different funnels for a lot of different products, and you want to be, they're all going to look fairly similar. Maybe you're swapping out product ideas or things like that, to be able to whip out 6 to 10 funnels, extremely quickly, which is what I do in my business. Okay, now we're going to talk about two things that I can't really show you on the screen. We're going to talk about the community, the training, and the support. Okay, so the ClickFunnels community is one of the best reasons to join ClickFunnels, honestly. It's about 200,000 people on a Facebook group, but just in general, like the people that are involved in that community, there's butt heads, but there is a ton of really good, really helpful people. I get stuck all the time, and I hop into that ClickFunnels Facebook group. I make a post and say, hey, I cannot figure this little thing out. Who can help me? And I don't think I've ever gone more than 10 minutes without someone just hopping on and either offering to help me right there, or just answering me in the message. Or I've even had people like make little videos and just send me a video like, hey, I noticed you were stuck on this. Check this out. So they've created a very helpful community where people are very, very helpful with each other. And in a community that big, I've noticed I get spammed a lot too, which I don't, ClickFunnels isn't condoning that, but that's what happens when you have a community that large on the internet of 200,000 people. So community, and then in terms of training, like ClickFunnels, I mean, they're obviously selling their own training, but they're also weekly and probably daily putting out free training, just constantly teaching you about funnels and training for sales and psychology and things like that. And they know that if you succeed on ClickFunnels, that you're going to stay with their platform, and their software is going to continue to grow, and you work for your business for years, and they'll make $100 a month or $300 a month off you for a very long time. And so they're very liberal with their free training and trying to help you succeed with sales funnels. And I know tons of people that have left ClickFunnels as a software. They don't use the software at all, but they're still in the group, and they're still benefiting from that free training, because it's one of the best places online, the ClickFunnels community, to get free training. Now, support has a good and bad. Okay, so the bad about support is, unless you're on the $300 a month plan, which we'll talk about the plans in a minute here, unless you're on the $300 a month plan, you don't get like instant support, instant chat support. And so on the $100 a month plan, you get chat support, but it's not instant, and that can be really frustrating if you're stuck, on some minute detail, and you reach out to chat, and they're 2 hours or 3 hours before they reply to you, and you may have asked the question wrong, or they may have not understood you, and so then you have to reply to them, and you wait another 3 hours, and so that's very frustrating. The $97 plan, I think that's probably one of the more frustrating things, is that that lack of quick support that some software companies answer. Now, the flip side of that is, once again, the community. So like my Facebook group and other Facebook groups that are built around ClickFunnels, which there are literally dozens, there are people always available to help. And like I said, typically I won't even reach out to support. I'll just reach out to the Facebook group, say, hey, I'm hitting this issue. And someone will reach out and say, hey, try an incognito window, try clearing your cookies. Did you try doing this little thing? This happened to me too a couple weeks ago, and boom, I'm out of the pickle that I'm in. So kind of good and bad there, in that the actual ClickFunnels support can be frustrating because of the time it takes. They're helpful. Like, I've never had issues where they haven't been able to be helpful to me and work through issues that I've had, but it might take a couple days. Let's talk about the plan. So they give two different plans, and then we'll go over a quick overview. We'll go over the pros and the cons of everything we've just talked about, and let you make the decision. So if you look, and I'm sure if you're looking at ClickFunnels actively here, you've seen people talk about the Edison suite and the regular software. So ClickFunnels has a core software. It's the funnel builder. Everything that we've just shown you is part of that core software, and it's $97 a month. And I 100% recommend it. Stand by it. Use it in just about every aspect of my business. Go to my website, and you'll see funnels all over the place. But they also have the $297 plan. It's called the Edison Suite, and it comes with what's called Actionetics and Backpack. So Actionetics is email marketing. Okay, it's an email automation tool that ClickFunnels has built, that is built into ClickFunnels, so you don't have to do any integrations with email autoresponders and stuff like that. In essence, you're paying about $100 a month for it. And then Backpack is an affiliate program management tool. So if you have affiliates that are selling your products for you, then Backpack helps you do that. So my thoughts on these: Actionetics is a good product. ClickFunnels is putting a lot of time and effort into improving it and making it better. And even in the past year, they've gotten a lot better to where they're up to par with a lot of email marketing platforms out there. If you're just beginning, you probably don't need to be spending $100 a month on this, because you can get $9, $10, $15 a month plans for a business of your size on other autoresponders, and ClickFunnels is kind of a one size fits all here. If you aren't just beginning and you're further along in business, then I would look up some Actionetics demos and see if it has the options that you want. So I will say I don't use it very much in my business. I do have it in my plan, but I use ActiveCampaign as my autoresponder because I have some crazy things that I just enjoy doing with automations, and Actionetics doesn't have the abilities to do those, and ActiveCampaign is honestly the only autoresponder I know of that can. But anyway, so there are options, and you can have an email autoresponder built in, but just know you're technically paying about $100 a month for that. And then probably their biggest weakness is their backpack. So this is the affiliate program management. It's not what ClickFunnels focuses on. So it's there. I think they built it for themselves to be able to have their own affiliate program, and then they kind of tweaked it to be able to offer it to affiliates or to people that also want to have affiliate programs. But like I said, definitely not their forte. So I'm not going to talk too much about it. Just know you're paying about $100 for Actionetics and $100 for Backpack if you have the Edison suite, and obviously for a very fresh beginner, that's a lot of money, and you don't need to spend that much money in the beginning. 97 can get you all the stuff I've just shown you to get a profitable sales funnel running, and then just get a $10 a month autoresponder on top of that. Okay, pros and cons. The pros is that core software. Okay, it is a very well done software. They exploded in growth in the last few years, and they have all kinds of issues they've had to overcome to manage that massive amount of growth. But the core software, I use it in my business and absolutely love it. It's easy to use. The templates and things like that make it very easy to make sales funnels very quickly and get numbers on your sales funnels and adjust your sales funnels. I liked it. It's got the course hosting and kind of an all-in-one solution for small entrepreneurs that are just starting. And then I absolutely love the training and the community of the ClickFunnels world. Now the cons, like I said, stats not as accurate as I think they should be. They've still got some growing pains they're resolving. So in fact, I was just doing a review, and I got a full 500 error or 400 error when I was trying to load the page. It went away right after that, but you'll see those come up and go sometimes as well. Just because they've exploded so fast in growth that they've had the natural growing pains that come along with that. And probably in the past 6 months, I think they've really resolved a lot of those. I don't think I've had any issues with anything in terms of 400 errors or not being able to log into things or not being able to save, or kind of things that I remember having right in the beginning when I was first getting started, because ClickFunnels was still in that massive growth phase, right? And their servers were just getting hammered with new users all the time. Another con, I would say Backpack is a con. Their affiliate hosting management is probably a con. And then Actionetics, the price is probably a con, but the software itself is well done, and they use it in all their email marketing, and it's working very well for them. And then I would say that the lack of support is a con. The lack of instant support on that $97 plan definitely hurts, but is, as I talked about, is resolvable fairly easily if you really get involved in the ClickFunnels community. So there is a link down below to ClickFunnels. There's also a link down below, and I used to require you to sign up through my link as an affiliate to be able to get access to my free ClickFunnels course, but I've kind of changed that. So whether you sign up for my link or not, I'd love you to sign up through my affiliate link, which is down below. If you don't, that's okay. Buildapreneur.com/free, which is the second link, will give you a free sales funnel course that'll help you anything you need to do inside of ClickFunnels. It'll help you understand how it all works and get your first funnel up and running, smoothly. So go ahead and grab that, and then you should be good to go. The next video right here is how to get started with ClickFunnels. So if you're ready, you're like, okay, I think this is for my business, I'm ready to run with it, watch the video how to get started with ClickFunnels, and you can go from there. Thanks so much for watching, guys.